visiting from Mars and places beyond, the great Beati, Goblin Hood, and Chimera, wishing you a blessing for 2012. Let's put our hands together and welcome them out.
Test. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hi, everybody. My name's Chimera, and I've taken over Jim Beati's art career. Nobody panic, and nobody will get hurt. Actually, that's a joke. This is all supposed to be pretty harmless. And you folks can call me Chim. For the next half hour, welcome to ComFest 2012, a shamanic presentation. That means we're trying to save the world and stuff. But we're also trying to have fun. For saving the world information, background data, you folks should read a comic book called Goblinhood 2012. It's free on the internet, and you can get there through www.freepress.org or through www.fredscruton.com. That's SCRUTON. And you can also see some of my paintings there, because Jim lets me paint and draw with his left hand. Isn't that sweet? I'm a she-male, if that matters, but I'm also a virtual being. And I can't tell you how exciting it is for somebody like me to get to materialize on stage like that. But like this, that you can read the whole exciting story in my comic book, Chimstorm, which just got published, I hear, online at the Free Press website, like the other one. So, I know everybody's really excited about that. I sure am. But I didn't come here to hog all the stage time. So, please allow me to introduce to you someone many of you already know, a volunteer shaman of long standing in this community, and also an artificial life form who helped create me. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the one and only Goblin Hood. Take it away, Gobby! And now, by order of the Martian Provisional Government, it's Goblin Hood time again, co-starring my sidekick, the Amazing Suitcase Doll, and guest starring our colleague, the Cosmic Weevil Doll. And I guess you folks have already met my new partner, Chimera, but we also have with us on stage the head of Buckethead, my performance predecessor. He wrote most of the stuff you're going to be hearing from us today, except for this first piece. I'm turning things back over to Chimera for a sort of shamanic introit. Back to you, Chim. Thanks, Gobby. This poem wasn't written by us. It was written by Edgar Allan Poe. But it's about an angel of music. So Jim wrote a little tune to go with it. It's called Israfel. In heaven a spirit doth dwell, whose heartstrings are a lute. None sings so wildly well as the angel Israfel, and the giddy stars, so legends tell, ceasing their hymns, attend the spell of his voice all mute. Tottering above in her highest noon, the enamored moon blushes with love, while to listen the red levin with the rapid Pleiades even, which were 7 pauses in heaven. And they say the starry choir and the other listening things that Israfeli's fire is owing to that lyre by which he sits and sings, the trembling living wire of those unusual strings. But the skies that angel trod, where deep thoughts are a duty, where love's a grown-up God, where the hoary glances are imbued with all the beauty which we worship in a star. Therefore thou art not wrong, Israfeli, who despisest an unimpassioned song. To thee the laurels belong, best bard, because the wisest merrily live and long. The ecstasies above with thy burning measures suit, thy grief, thy joy, thy hate, thy love, with the fervor of thy lute. Well may the stars be mute. Yet heaven is thine, but this is a world of sweets and sours. Our flowers are merely flowers, and the shadow of thy perfect bliss is the sunshine of ours. If I could dwell where Israfel hath dwelt, and he where he might not sing so wildly well a mortal melody, while a bolder note than this might swell from my lyre within the sky. Thank you. And I'm sure Edgar Allan Poe thanks you too, whether he liked the music or not. This next piece was written entirely by Jim Beatty a long time ago, including the little tune with it, but Jim doesn't know how to write musical notes down. So for publication, a friend of his helped him write the musical notes down for this piece. The friend was a jazz musician named Joe Diamond. Joe used to play at ComFest all the time, but now he only plays here in memory and in spirit. And there's so many other of our favorite ComFesters that are gone, but they're still here in spirit. And this piece is for them. The last time Goblinhood performed this was at the funeral for a pet water dragon named Floyd in an almost mythical place that he thinks of as Lost Atlantis. I just wanted you people to know that once upon a time, Goblinhood actually hung out with a real dragon. The piece is entitled Citizen Kane. From cradle, from creche, from the warm velvet womb, to the deathbed of age, to the cold, bitter tomb, we must bear you, allow you our lifeblood to drain. For you're all teeth, you vampire, you Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane, with your deadly refrain, you fulfill me, you thrill me, you sate me. Citizen Kane, will you tell me again why it is that you torture and hate me? With the small ones, it's easy, they never fight back as you saddle your horses and mount your attack. And your victims are luckier, murdered and slain. For you seldom let go, do you, Citizen Kane? Citizen Kane, when you puncture my brain, as you kill me, you chill me, you grate me. Citizen Kane, with your foul, bloody stain, you entrap, then incessantly bait me. In the schools we must learn you, 'neath hickory sticks, in the cage of old age, we've grown wise to your tricks. But our sweet sister morphine and cousin cocaine, they could scarce pay their rent without Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane, must we stand in the rain while you dream up a cruel way to kiss me? Citizen Kane, will your power remain when I'm gone? When I'm dead, will you miss me? Well, that was painful. But now, we have a surprise. No, it's not the Trump of Doom. It's the son of the fabulous ComFest miracle horn, announcing some good news. Do you see this? It's a cassette tape called The Music of the Spheres. It's a story that it's an almost lost legend that we smuggled out of a bygone millennium. It's a reading by Goblin Hood of a story by Jim Biotti. And it's a true story about a character named Pookie who saves the world. So, way to go, Pookie. Let's hear it for Pookie, everybody. These are available at the ComFest merchandise booth. And now, I'm going to turn you back over to the old gobster. Thank you, young chimster. Chim's new at this. I've been doing this for a long time. And I think we're kind of running out of time here. Okay. So I'm gonna like kind of scrub one of the things I was gonna do. You've all heard it before anyway. But my gig is freedom of expression. I'm a big fan of freedom of expression. And my policy is that if you don't use it, you're liable to lose it. Therefore, it's my pleasure to be participating in a long-distance performance piece all the way from the desert of California. One of our honored artists of yesteryear, one of the ComFest honored artists, I believe maybe year 2000 or 2001, was David Green. And he's got this performance piece going on that I'm going to be participating in right now. Here's looking at you, kids. Isn't that fun? And I'm going to be handing this off to somebody else that wants to also participate. The instructions are on the back. You're supposed to post it on YouTube, post it on Facebook. Anyway, this was Chim's big day and it was Chim's big show. And for our grand finale, we're going to be doing a kind of a duet. Now I know this is going to seem sort of off the wall in our present glorious circumstances, or maybe not. But this piece would have been just right for the entire Bush-Cheney regime, except that back then we could have been waterboarded for singing it if the entire audience didn't sing along with the chorus. By the way, we want you to sing along with the chorus. And Chimera is going to be telling you when to do that. So I'll be turning you back over to her with vague apologies to one Francis Scott Key. Your move, Chim. Thanks, Gabi. This piece is entitled Attila the Pig. And it goes like this. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light if Attila the Pig is still mongering blight? Oh, we're scared to resist or to walk down the street when Attila the Pig treats us like tainted meat. Sing, halt, put your hands up in frightening chorus. Attila the Pig makes our eyes water for us. Everybody sing, halt, put your hands up in frightening chorus. Attila the Pig makes our eyes water for us. Your turn, Gabi. If you're not CIA and you're not FBI, old Attila might spit all your rights in the eye. If you're robbing a store, then Attila will shoot you. If you're going to war, then the pig will recruit you. Sing, halt, put your hands up in frightening chorus. Attila the makes our eyes water for us. Bring it on home, Chim. Whether you're here like me or there crouched in a hut, old Attila will see that you keep your mouth shut. And if this little poem puts a hurt in your head, I can only advise that you change things instead. Sing, halt, put your hands up in frightening chorus. Attila the Pig makes our eyes water for us. All right, well, Goblinhood. We've got 5 minutes. Do you want to do your Sticks and Stones poem anyway? Let's do it really fast. Used to do this in high schools. It's for freedom of expression. It's called The Silent Sticks and Stones. The silent sticks and stones around, we fashioned on this stolen ground. Into the pyramids we've built as tombstones for collective guilt. With sticks and stones, our children play. The silence bears their souls away. They learn at such an early age, non-verbal ways to vent their rage. With stones we pelt the dissident, as if our wrath were heaven sent. With sticks we pound a rhythm on the skulls of those we prey upon. And silently our children gaze upon the fate of those we haze, and learn before they're very old to think whatever they are told. With sticks and stones we make it clear our enemies have much to fear. With sticks and stones we still the cries of those who seek to criticize. And children learn the silent night can be a time of shocking fright, absorbing in their quiet hell strange secrets they can never tell. With sticks we train our young to act as if our wretched lives were fact. On stones we carve for all to see our version of our history. And though we teach our kids to pray, our violence bears their souls away, till silently they stoop and plod beneath the angry yoke of God. For lo, our God is carved of sticks into a bloody crucifix, and mad at those who turn away, and threatening to come back someday. And if the children disagree, they know 'twere best done silently. And if the stones could speak, they too would doubtless stifle what is true, for truth is seldom ever heard. It's almost a forbidden word, unless the herd agrees with it, by chance or in a sudden fit. For truth can be a deadly tool to make the wise man seem a fool, and words can cause the truth to strike, a blow against the silent Reich. But if we take the words away, there really isn't much to say. And if the truth is buried deep, our consciences can go to sleep. And if we war on thought, we can control the destiny of man and woman too, as case in point, and soon be ready to anoint with balm the very feet that tread upon our faces till we're dead, and worship silence as our Lord, and put to death the living word. But if the burning book should smoke, and if our children start to choke and cough up what they really think, and make the silence start to shrink, and if with hearts of stone they tell us where to stick the silence, well, perhaps their schooling isn't done. Perhaps they'll learn at point of gun. We'll pound the lesson home with force, bring silence from its primal source. We'll make our children bow or bleed before our silent, violent creed. We'll make the truth be what we say. We'll make the story end our way. Now let the silent power rise. Now hurl our message at the skies. One voice, one mind, one faith, one heart, and death to those who stand apart. We'll bury them midst walls of stone, where they'll be truly all alone. their brains impaled and washed in mire. With sticks we'll feed the cleansing fire, until their souls we save or doom to everlasting silent gloom. For in their blind crusade they seek a truth that makes our silence weak, and in defense of lies will make the very walls of heaven shake. As silent soldiers off to war, we'll bathe our enemies in gore. Though truth may be the flag they wave, their truth shall be an early grave. Their lives a virgin sacrifice to subterfuge and artifice, a monument to silence and a warning not to force our hand. We'll serve our truth, we'll serve it well. We'll send our critics off to hell. We'll crush their minds. We'll break their bones with silence and with sticks and stones. That's it for Goblinhood and his little dolls, too. Thank you. Happy ComFest, happy 2012, and may Pookie be with you.